Okay, so tonight's call, I kind of, like I said, I'm going to do things a little bit different. I could have talked on a topic about recruiting or, inviting, but really whenever it comes all down to it, belief is something that um, is going to take it all back to where it started. And so, we're at the point now where we're really into a couple of months of our coaching business. So I really just wanted us to go back to where we started and really just think about the things that may be affecting us as to why we're at where we're at and we're not further along. Or like for me, I had a big goal and I didn't hit it. So it's just something that I'm having to reflect on myself. And these are some of the things that I found were helpful. Top producers for the week are listed below: Mary, Camille, Nicole, Lori, Jamie, Joelle, and Sarah. So just wanted to shout them out real quick. Okay, so your story. So I know we've talked about this time and time again about your why, but these are some of the things that you can break down from your story. So limiting beliefs, language, goal setting, mindset, and emotions. So these are the top things that I'm going to talk about tonight. I'm just going to briefly go over a few, and then at the end we'll have like a Q&A. So limiting belief. Now this is huge because I think a lot of us have this because, this is new for all of us. It's something that we've never really thought we would be into. We didn't think that we would be using this as a business for any, we just wanted to get in shape or get a discount or something. So to have belief in something that you're not sure of is really something that you have to gain perspective on. That's why one of the vital behaviors is personal development, because it is huge. It is something that's going to keep you motivated in those tough times. So I'm going to move this over so you can see. What beliefs do you tell yourself? So this is something that I really had to think of, because just like I just made a post about, like we downplay ourselves so much. We don't realize what we're telling ourselves. So are you telling yourself you're organized or a leader, or are you living a happy life? If you're constantly every single day telling yourself like, oh, I just can't do this, or I'm not organized enough, or, I could never be a leader, then you won't be. It's the language that you use on yourself that's going to limit you. It's going to limit that belief that you have in yourself. And it's really a confidence thing to gain that confidence and know, okay, I chose to do this for a reason. Why? Why did I choose to do this? Like there had to be something in that moment that you signed up as a coach, or that you decided to be a business builder. What told yourself like, hey, I think I can do this. So always go back to that and just remind yourself like, I know I can do this. It's just to have the belief that I can. So what's the best things that you can think of when it comes to being a coach? So are you limiting your success? Just like I said, like, are you downplaying your strengths, or are you emphasizing your weaknesses? Is that what's limiting you? Do you have in your head, like, there's just no way I can hit Success Club, or there's just no way that I can be Diamond? Then of course you're not going to have that motivation, that extra push to reach those goals. Just because something happened in the past, maybe you tried something before and it just didn't work out. That was my thing. I've tried to earn certain things in my education. We move around a lot. It just would never work out. And it just got to a point where I didn't want anything to do with it. I had gotten a bachelor's degree, but I was trying to further my education and it just wasn't happening. So I'm like, why is this happening? So it got to a point where it's like, I just can't do it. Like, I just can't do it. It's not going to work. And it could have worked. I could have found a way, but it was just that belief that I was burnt out. And so it's really just finding out who's the person that you want to be, who's the person that you think you are, and are they the same person? So definitely, remembering the person that you want to be and what can you do to get there. Let's see. So this is what I was saying, the language. What are you telling yourself? For different goals that you go to hit, whether it's your fitness, your health, or the business, is it the worst thing that's happened or the best thing that's happened? Whatever the situation is, your story can dictate that. So even if it's something that happened in your life, for me, it was, maybe trying to go back to school. It wasn't the worst thing that happened. I could have found a way, but I made the story the way it was. I thought it was this way, and it happened that way because I gave up. I didn't have that extra push to find a way. So definitely, like, how would you describe it? How would you describe your situation right this moment? You know, if you're telling yourself like, oh, this isn't working, you know, or I will never reach my fitness goal, then that's the language that you're using, and that's what's going to push you away from it, because you're constantly beating yourself down every single day. You know, of course it's not going to happen. You're not allowing yourself the ability to find a way to work towards that goal, or to really have the motivation to even finish through. So goal setting, I know we've talked about this also, like time and time again, you know, having a goal that's attainable, having a goal that's smart, you know, the measured out, the timely manner, but knowing your outcome. What is your goal, and what do you want it to look like? You know, always have that vision of what you want your life to look like 5 years from now, or what you want your life to look like a month from now. You know, what's the income that you want to make? What's the physical goal that you want to make, or mentally, like how do you want to feel? Knowing your why and knowing what you're going to get. Knowing that, okay, if I follow through with this goal, this is what's going to bring to my life. What is this going to bring to my life? So is it going to bring positivity or more financial freedom for your family? And putting an emotion to that goal. You know, if we have a goal to reach diamond and it doesn't fall through, but we have no emotion that backs up to it, it's like, oh, okay, you know, I didn't hit diamond. Maybe I'll hit it another day. You know, but these are things that if you have no emotional connection to, simply the same with your weight loss goal. If it's like, oh, I didn't hit, you know, that 5 pounds I wanted to lose this month. Oh, well, you know, then there's no driving force. There's nothing behind it. You know, if you don't have an emotional connection to it, and you don't put everything that you can into your goal or into your fitness goal, like I said, something that's not going to have that passion and that momentum. So the momentum is what's going to drive it, because, you know, if you're telling yourself every single day, like, I have this goal, like I have to meet this goal, you know, I'm going to be really upset if I don't hit it, you know, you obviously have a motive. It's going to drive you because you're working every single day towards that goal. So for me, that's what's happened. I have an emotional goal that I didn't hit business-wise. And so, you know, it's taking a step back for me, and it's making me realize, okay, what did I not do to set me up for this goal? What did I not do to make it more achievable? Or was my goal even achievable? So it's things like that. You have to take a step back, make sure that you know what you're getting, what your outcome is, and what your why is. And in setting that specific goal, with the understanding that if you don't work every single day towards that goal, it might not come out the way that you expected it to. Okay, mindset, and it messed up for some reason. Okay, so once you create that story, it's all you have. Like I said, once it's in your head, that's all that you go for. You know, whether it's your big goal or your little small goal to work towards your big goal. You know, always be in that peak state. Always have that in your mindset. That's your forefront. That's your main focus right now. You know, focusing on adding value to you and to others. And so that's what our job is, right? We're here to motivate others just as much as ourselves. So we're going to push through. I mean, no matter how big or small your goal is, it can still impact someone in some way. So empowering the truths about yourself. So being honest, you know, and like I've said before, this is something I struggle with. You know, I always put the positive out, but I have a hard time letting go of the negative things. But putting those little pieces out, that's how people are going to connect to you, and you're going to empower them with what's going on with you, because they might have an issue with putting it out there as well, but they can connect to that. And the difference between acting and being. You know, a mindset is a mindset, but you can think it or you can do it. So if you're not doing these things to reach your goals or to be able to speak to yourself a certain way, then you're just acting. You're not actually doing it. It's not actually helping you, and it's not going to get you to where you need to be. So where's your focus? Is it lack of or I have? So are you always lacking something? Are you always telling yourself, oh, I'm not good enough for this, or I'm not cut out for this? Or are you telling yourself, I have the ability to make this happen. I have the ability to push for this goal, and I know I can do it. So it's that belief that 100% in your mind, even if, what do they say? Fake it till you make it, right? Even if you're not even sure. Like, I want this, I'm just not sure if I can hit it. Put it out there. The more you say it, the more that you tell yourself you can do it, 9 times out of 10, it's what's going to push you to hit it by yourself. I'm running through these kind of quick, but I wanted to get it out. So emotions. So that's why I said having an emotion behind your goal. But, a lot of things can affect our emotions. We might be in this and not everyone is supportive. Maybe you have some family members or just you're scared to put things out on Facebook because you don't want the rejection from others, or, the thoughts and comments of what other people are going to think of you or say. But don't let them dictate how you feel. You got into this for a reason. You got into this because you needed the extra motivation or the extra push, or you just want to help people because this has helped you so much. Don't let other people's feelings affect your feelings. Connect to that and connect to things to help you improve it yourself. Like I said, changing your language, changing how you talk to yourself is going to help other people understand and attract to you, because you're being this positive light whenever all they have to say is negative, negative, negative about what you're doing. 9 times out of 10, if you just keep on, like, I don't care what you think, this is what I'm doing, it's helping me, I feel positive, I feel, the best I've felt in my whole life, they're going to come around. It might take them a little while, but a lot of people might not get it at first, but they're going to see how happy you are and see how much you've changed, and that is going to wear off on them. So definitely knowing, what your triggers are. I had someone tell me the other day that they had a setback because of a family situation. They're living with a mother-in-law or father-in-law, and they just constantly, every single day, just nagging about what they're doing, or I don't know why you're working out, or I don't know why you're eating clean. Like, you can never do that. And it does. It affects the way that you feel because you have that negativity on you all day long. You're going to start to second guess yourself. But having the belief that you can do this and tuning everyone out and getting into that personal development and just, attaching to some emotion that you have, like, no, like, I'm done feeling this way. I'm done feeling like tired and, I'm quitting. I'm not going to quit this time. Having that emotion to drive the force and the momentum is what's going to be huge to your success. So definitely the way that you talk to yourself is going to make a difference. So, like I said, know your income. What you look at is what you will get. So, if you know what you're doing isn't going to get you where you need to be, change it. Knowing your why and what is true incentive moving you forward. What is your why? So, if your why is, to be in the best shape of your life for your children, that's an incentive or enough, because you have your girls or your kids looking at you, and I guarantee you, if they're old enough, they're going to tell you, well, why are you doing that, or why are you doing this? They're going to hold you accountable. So have that true incentive, that true why deep down, not just to lose weight, not just to look good, that true why and true happiness that you have as to why you want to do this, and have that to move forward. So massive action. That's going to be the daily things that you need to do. So, what makes you above average? So yeah, we can all go through this and all do the little things here and there, but what's going to make it a true above average? What's going to make you above the rest to finish stronger, to reach your goals faster? What are the little things that you can do every single day that's going to push you a little bit harder towards your goal every single day? What are you doing good now that you can do better at? And that's the same thing. So say, you may be talking to a couple of people, here and there, or you may be working out, 4 days a week instead of 7. What's the difference that you can make a change? So if you're in this, you want to be successful, you want to hit your goals. What is one more step up that you can do? Raise your standards, raise the bar. Because if we just stay stagnant, we might be okay. We might be hitting small goals here and there. But if we really want to be the best at what we do, which I hope everyone wants to, you really just have to one-up yourself every single day and say, okay, what am I doing today that's going to help push me towards my goal? What is it today that is going to get me closer to where I want to be, or closer to how I want to feel, or, let me be home with my kids every single day. What am I doing to help me get to that point? So be in that peak state every single day. Remember, have your passion, what emotionally drives you. Take action, massive action. Like I said, just do it every single day. Know what you need to do and one up yourself. And like I said, be smart, do what you have to do every single day to get closer to that goal that you have, and make sure that goal is achievable and it's attainable and you can get it done in a timely manner. And I think that is it. Be a leader. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So that goes with your customers too. I mean, it doesn't just mean that you have to have all these coaches to be a leader. You're a leader the second that you have someone sign up with you, whether it's with a program, whether it's with a challenge pack. You are that go-to person for them. So if they see you continuously posting your workouts or sharing in the groups, that's going to motivate them, because they went to you, obviously, because they're connected to you. So you want to always be that leader for them and be that role model and that example. So the second that you start to slack off, they're going to slack off. So always be a leader no matter what situation you're in. And that's what's going to drive the rest of your following, your audience, to be able to come back to you and feel confident, because they know that you're doing what you need to be doing, that you do have some more insight that may be helpful to them. And that is it. Do y'all have any questions? I know it's just the two of y'all tonight, and I ran through it. Well, I didn't run through it too quickly. Let me see. Okay, you got it. Was that helpful at all? I hope it was.
Very helpful and motivational. I've been having so much health stuff lately. I'm slacking off, and I just got to get it together.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I feel like, and for me, it's been traveling here and there, and it's not ended. We have a whole nother schedule coming. My sister's getting married this year, so it's just a mess. But I had to tell myself, and that's why I kind of did it too, because it helps me a little bit, but that I can't let these situations drag me down. I know what I need to do to get to where I want to be. And so life happens. These things are going to just get in the way no matter when it is. Everything, what do they say? When it rains, it pours usually, So it is just to, of course, take care of your health issues first, but just to jump back in and just try your best with whatever's going on, and just continue to try and be positive for someone else that's just getting started. So, yeah, it is. It's tough to continuously stay motivated, and so I feel like, doing calls like this, or, listening to something. I know I just started the Tony Robbins one podcast, and, he's motivational, but it's just to always, in the groups are amazing, especially this group we have going on right now. Everybody is super positive and really just posting and everything. So it's helping, especially me, because I am struggling with, where I need to be. But yeah, I do think that the support really does help, and really just remembering why, why did we do this, or why did we sign up for this, even whenever it gets super hard and it just seems okay, it's just not working, So it's a constant struggle, but a good one. But but hopefully that did help. And I'm going to share, I did want to show something. Let me see. Let me see. Let me take this off. I think we have 5 more minutes. I'm going to share my screen. They did put some new training in the Team Beachbody area that I wanted to show you guys. I think it was hold on, let me share this. Because I had talked to somebody yesterday, and they were talking about it. I was going to check it out this weekend, but under news and training, don't know if it was under training library. Maybe so. I think they updated this with some more information. Under news and training and then training, they have, oh, here, a Coach Basics program. So it's kind of like the 7-day kickstart that we had done, but they go into more of like the Beachbody corporate stuff. So there's like a leader guide, a participant starter guide. So if you want to do your own challenge group, they kind of have that. And then content too. I think that they have, well, let's see. Oh, that's cute. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. So they, oh, this is neat. Okay. So they have different, you can use this for your own Coach Basics, but you know, if you don't want, if you're not ready to do all that, you can use this to kind of walk through it yourself and just get refreshed on, but it's kind of neat because they have them laid out per day. So just something that you guys can look at if you're curious. But they do update this pretty frequently, so I would just check it out. I am going to do a new Coach Basics group based off of that information. So I'll probably will start that in June, just to where I'm not throwing too much at you guys. But that's always there if you have questions or anything. Anything else? Well, I'm glad y'all got on. I did record it, so hopefully we can go back and listen to it if we need to. But I hope you guys have a great night. And we do have a free clean eating group next week. I'm going to put all that together. So if you have anyone that's like, you know, not ready to commit to a program, but just wants a free meal plan, throw them in there. And everything will be usually the 21-day fixed meal plan. And we'll post about Shakeology and our kind of like the same like a challenge group, but it's only for 5 or 7 days. So it's a good way for them to try it out. And we usually have like the Beachbody on Demand. Since it's free for 30 days, they can sign up for that and try it and get the meal plan. So I'll have that set up and I'll post that group probably tonight or tomorrow. But all right, guys, thank you. Have a good night.